In this video, I'll show you step by step how you can add immediate feedback to your drag and drop interactions in Articulate Storyline. Hi, I'm Spermon from Online Learning, where I teach you how you can create e-learning modules yourself with Articulate Storyline. And are you new here? Then don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you won't miss any of my upcoming videos. Are you ready? Then let's get started. So I have over here a sample drag and drop interaction that I've created in Articulate Storyline. What I've done, first I've built my slide, then I went to Insert. Now it says remove freeform, but I chose convert to freeform, so I converted my normal slide to a freeform drag and drop question interaction, and then you see that you get the slide view and form view tabs. What I've done by form view, I added my drag targets, and I matched them to the corresponding drop targets. And also by settings, I checked two things. I checked this one, so it means that if you drag an item in an incorrect position, it will jump to its starting position. And I also here says this one that it's snapped to the center drop position. Now, normally you get only feedback by a drag and drop question if you dragged all the answers to its position, but I want immediate feedback, and I'm going to show you how I've done this in Articulate Storyline by using layers and triggers. So let's move back to slide view. What I want here is that there appears a check mark before the name of the social media if you dragged the correct item to the correct drop spot, and if you have dragged it to the incorrect place, it will jump back and you get feedback by adding a cross here. So, and I will do this by adding layers and triggers. So what I'll do first is I'll cut these and I create a new layer and I paste it over here. I'll name this layer check Facebook. Check the properties. That's okay, because I don't want this one checked, because that means that I can't use or drag or drop or click something on the base layer. So this is okay. So I'll go back to my drag and drop base layer. What I do now is I create a trigger that says show layer, which layer, check Facebook, when a user drops an object on the target, so which object should be dropped. We'll do the first one now, so it will be the first one, so that will be Facebook, and will be dropped on drop Facebook. So okay, and let's preview the slide to see what it does. So if I drag this one, it will bounce back, and we will fix this cross later. You see this is also incorrect, it bounces back, and if I drag it over here, it stays and you get immediate feedback. So now if I want incorrect feedback, what I can do is I can cut these one, create a new layer, for instance wrong, and I'll copy the cross over here, and I'm gonna create a new trigger. So to get the incorrect feedback working, I will create a new layer and I'll copy the cross. So what I first do, I'll cut the cross, new layer, I paste it over here. Let's call it wrong. I'll make the timeline of this layer less than 1 second, and we will see why that is. So what I now will do is I'll create a new trigger that says show layer wrong when the state of Facebook, or that's my drop target, my drag item, is drop incorrect. So this means is this one is jumps to drop incorrect. So it has different states. So you can see over here it has 3 states: a normal state, drop correct state, and drop incorrect state. So if you drag it to a wrong drop item, articulate storyline automatically sets the shape to drop incorrect, and that's the sign for storyline to show the wrong layer. So let's preview how this works. So what we'll do now is drag it to, and it won't work. And why it won't work, let me show you. Aha, there is another layer. So let's this one delete. Now wrong. So show layer wrong when the state of top Facebook is incorrect. So let's try it again. Preview this slide. So let's drag it to Facebook, and you see you create a cross, and it's back on the stack. So what I now want is that the cross disappears, so you can drag it another time. So what I do here, go back to timeline. I've set the timeline on 75 seconds. And what I do is I'll hide this layer when the timeline ends on this layer. So that's one step. But if you drag it to an incorrect drop spot, storyline lets the drag item stay on its incorrect state. So we must do one other thing. Go back to wrong here. And what I do here is I say change state of Facebook to normal when my timeline starts on this layer. So let's preview what it does. So now if I drag Facebook over here, I get a feedback and it disappears. I can drag it over here, it's wrong, it disappears. I can drag it over here, it's wrong, and it disappears. And I can drag it over here, it stays, and I get a correct feedback. So this is a way to get immediate feedback in a drag and drop interaction in Articulate Storyline.
Do you have any questions about embedding your Articulate Storyline course in WordPress or about Articulate Storyline in Common? Then place a comment below these videos and I promise to answer it. And if you want to create great engaging e-learning in Articulate Storyline, make sure that you get my free step-by-step guide on how I create e-learning in Articulate Storyline. And I know for sure that it will help you because it describes my whole process that I use for every e-learning module in Articulate Storyline that I built. And was this video useful to you? Then hit the like button below. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you won't miss any of my upcoming videos.